Hi guys, is egusi soup one of your favorite soups? Of course, I love egusi soup so much, and I can tell you that after watching this recipe, you will love to try it in your various home. How do I make this delicious soup? Ngwano, let's get into it. First of all, I got my goat meat, washed goat meat, and I'm going to be putting it in the pot. The next one we're going to be going in is your pepper. Your chili pepper has to be in there when you're about to season your cube. It depending on the cube you love to use. We have rishi like dry fish, stockfish, and pomo. For your soup to be perfectly well, you have to add all these things. First, you got your egusi well blend and get your oil. Okay, the first thing we're going to be doing is to add in your oil and add in the egusi and start frying. They have different method how you can make your egusi depending on the choice you're used to. Me, I love to fry my egusi, and we also have different method of cooking egusi. It depending on the one you love more. Keep stirring until your egusi is done. Then you add in your cow flesh and go in with extra chili pepper, and then allow everything to season and marinate very well. Then you go in with your stockfish. Okay, there has to be a stockfish because that's going to bring the flavor of the soup. So now everything has to cook perfectly well. Once everything is perfectly cooked, you're going to be adding egusi once the meat is well cooked. So now I'm going to be transferring my egusi to the pot, and here I am doing so. I transfer everything to the pot. The next thing we have to do is to allow the egusi to cook. Remember that egusi takes patience, and you tell me you have to make sure you put it on the low heat. And now I'm going in with my dry fish. That's what is going to bring out the flavor of the egusi. So I'm going to be stirring and also be careful because you know egusi, you have to be very careful. We're going to be introducing the vegetable you love to using. We have pumpkin leaf, we have uziza, we have bitterleaf. It depending on the vegetable you are used to. So once my egusi is well cooked and I can see that is well cooked, the next thing we're going to be doing right now is to be adding the vegetable to the soup, because that's what is going to be the last thing. And please do not allow your vegetable to be so soft. You have to put it on the low heat so that the vegetable can cook, and also everything is going to marinate very well into the soup. So now I've added my pumpkin leaf. You can use any vegetable of your choice in making egusi soup. I can tell you this egusi soup came out so delicious, yummy. When I tell you yummy, there is no joke. This is so yummy. And I can say the next thing we have to do is to turn the egusi well and make sure everything is well perfectly okay. Before stirring my egusi, I can see my soup is ready and yummy, looking so delicious. Guys, this is the part that I love so much, and trust me when I said I have to put my soup on the low heat for it to cook. I remember that I will need to add extra crayfish to make it very spicy. So after that, I have to dish out my soup, and here I am dishing out my soup because obviously in my channel there is no moment we don't eat. We have to taste together to know what we make, how it looks. So once I dish out my soup, the next thing I have to do is, so when I'm dishing out my soup, I was so excited because at this moment when it's time to taste food, I'm always very happy, excited, because we're gonna taste the food. And after I dish out the food, the next thing we have to do is the face of the meal has to be captured, and this is what I'm doing right now. So this is my plate, and we are about to taste our almighty egusi soup that we made from Ma's kitchen. And trust me when I said I was so excited because it's the time to taste a meal. And when it comes to time to taste a meal, I am obviously so happy at that moment, because the anything that always makes me happy is food. I love food a lot, so I will make sure I eat very well, very healthy. And here I am trying to taste my meal, and I can tell you this meal came out so delicious. Thank you so much for watching my channel, and see you guys on the next video we're going to be uploading. Bye.